Ever since I started cleaning my stove this way, my gas bills have dropped noticeably. Cooking takes less time, and the flames are much stronger. Anyone with a gas stove should give it a proper cleaning from time to time because dust and food residue can clog the burners and their inner parts. If the flame changes color while cooking, it's a clear sign it's time to clean. Simply remove the burner and cover it with toothpaste, spreading it carefully into the gaps with a silicone brush, an old toothbrush, or even your fingers. Toothpaste has abrasive and polishing properties, making it perfect for removing residue and restoring shine. Once all burners are ready, place them in a bowl. Add a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of baking soda, and some dish soap. Salt has antibacterial properties, baking soda is a strong cleaner that neutralizes odors, and dish soap breaks down grease and grime. Pour in hot water and leave for about 30 minutes. The rest of the stove is cleaned differently. First, wrap the igniter in plastic wrap and spray the surface with kitchen cleaner. Don't scrub. Instead, cover the stove with plastic wrap for about 15 minutes. This boosts the cleaner's effect and makes your job easier. Afterwards, simply wipe the burners with a sponge. The dirt comes off easily. After removing the wrap, the food residue will stick to it, and all that's left is to wipe the stove with a damp sponge. Finally, use a cotton swab to clean inside the burner and remove any remaining dirt and water. This way, the gas flows freely, the burners regain their power, and your gas bills go down again. 5 home methods to clean your oven that melt burnt-on grime like butter in a pan, without spending a fortune. You'll use these tricks for years. Sprinkle baking soda inside the oven, pour Coca-Cola, add salt and a bit of glass cleaner. This mix will dissolve dirt and grease without scrubbing. After a few minutes, wipe it all off with a damp cloth and your oven will shine like new. Put limes in the oven and see the amazing effect. Slice them, sprinkle with baking soda, add vinegar and a little water, then bake at high heat for 20 minutes. The steam will loosen grime so you can clean effortlessly. A simple coin can solve stubborn oven stains. Mix baking soda, water, and vinegar, spread over burnt spots. Place the rest of the mixture in the oven at 210 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. Dirt will lift off without scrubbing, and the coin trick removes the rest. Clean a burnt oven with no effort. Place a dishwasher tablet in an oven-proof dish. Cover with boiling water, and put it in the oven heated to 210 degrees Fahrenheit. After 1 hour, wipe the inside with a damp sponge. Grime is gone. Try this simple trick. You can even clean your oven while you sleep. Empty it, place a bowl with 3 pints of hot water and 1 tablespoon of vinegar inside. Mix and leave overnight. Steam and vinegar will dissolve grime with 0 effort. In the morning, wipe the inside with a cloth dipped in the mixture. Your oven will be spotless and gleaming. You've been putting your baking tray in the oven the wrong way your whole life. Most trays have 2 different edges, one slanted and one more vertical. The slanted edge should go at the back of the oven. With a fan setting, this position allows the hot air to circulate freely. As a result, your food bakes more evenly and faster, a small change that makes a huge difference. You've never had zucchini prepared like this before. It's delicious and very juicy. Start by taking 2 fresh zucchinis and washing them thoroughly. Then, pat them dry. Use a fork to create decorative lines on the zucchini by pressing the fork into the skin and dragging it down, adding an artistic touch to the dish. Slice them and neatly arrange them on a cutting board. Generously season both sides with salt and pepper. In a medium bowl, crack 3 eggs and whisk them lightly. Then, add a pinch of salt, pepper, paprika, and basil. To the egg mixture, add 3 tablespoons of potato starch and 4 tablespoons of sour cream. Whisk vigorously until you have a smooth, creamy batter. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Prepare a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Dip each zucchini slice first in flour, then in the egg batter, and place them on the baking tray. Bake the slices in the oven for 20 minutes until they become golden and crispy. Meanwhile, dice a ripe tomato and place it in a bowl. After the initial baking time, Take the tray out of the oven and top each zucchini slice with diced tomatoes and your favorite shredded cheese. Put the tray back in the oven for an additional 10 minutes, allowing the cheese to melt and the flavors to blend beautifully. Once removed, the zucchini is ready to serve. It's delicious, and the toppings enhance its flavor. It works perfectly as a main dish or a snack. Breakfast cups with your favorite toppings. I've made them several times and they turn out perfectly every time. Take some puff pastry and place it on a baking sheet. Then press it down with another identical baking sheet to create perfect indentations in the shape of cups. Now take some eggs and crack one into each cup. The eggs are the main ingredient in this dish. Sprinkle some chives into the breakfast cups. Next, add some pre-cooked bacon to the eggs. Season each one with your favorite spices. Use a knife to cut the pastry into squares, separating the cups. Now, you need to seal them by pinching together the four corners of the pastry, creating cups filled with your favorite toppings. Preheat the oven, then bake them for about 15 minutes until the pastry puffs up and turns golden. The crispy pastry and delicate filling make these little snacks a true delight, a small thing that brings joy. I guarantee you'll want to eat them every day. I fry eggs in water. I stopped frying them in oil a long time ago. I have gained a lot from this change. If you fry eggs in oil or any kind of fat, you will stop doing it as soon as you watch this video. Frying eggs in water is simple and makes less mess. It's also healthier, which is important for many people. First, prepare a pan and pour about a cup of water into it, enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Turn on the stove to bring the water to a boil. In the meantime, prepare the eggs. First, crack one egg into a small bowl, then the second. Once the water is boiling, add 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Stir the water with the vinegar. Vinegar is ideal for preparing eggs in water. Now pour the eggs into the pan. Leave them in the pan for a few minutes. The whites need to set well. This will take a moment. When you see that the eggs are ready, turn off the stove. Remove the eggs and place them on a plate. All that's left now is to season them to your liking and eat. I hope you try this trick and are as satisfied as I am. Combine eggs with oats. You've never had anything like this before. Pour 200 grams of oats into a bowl. Then add 2 eggs. Pour in 150 milliliters of milk. Add seasonings like salt and pepper. Mix everything thoroughly. Let it sit for 20 minutes. In the meantime, prepare the remaining ingredients. Finely chop some parsley. Grate about 150 grams of cheese using a coarse grater. Also, prepare a bell pepper and tomato sauce. It's the perfect complement to this dish. Take a red bell pepper, remove the seeds and chop it into small cubes. You'll also need a few cherry tomatoes. Cut them into smaller pieces. Next, take a pan and pour in some olive oil. Use a garlic press to crush 1 clove of garlic into the pan. Once the garlic is lightly sautéed, add the pepper and tomatoes. Cook on low heat until the vegetables are soft. Transfer the cooked vegetables to a blender and blend them into a smooth, aromatic sauce. Now, return to the oats mixture. Add the grated cheese and chopped parsley. Heat a pan and pour in some oil. Then, spread the oat mixture onto the pan. This will create a delicious omelet. Sprinkle it with black sesame seeds. Cook for a few minutes. After that, use a plate to flip it over and cook the other side for a few more minutes. Then, remove it from the pan and cut it into pieces. This omelet is perfect for breakfast or lunch. Serve it with the prepared sauce. This combination is simply delicious.